What's up, guys? It's Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000, and welcome to my review of Bleach, Chapter 483. Wham bam! This was just another really great chapter of Bleach, a real classic one, full of some really great action, and some more things that are being revealed from the big new villains of this brand new and final arc in the series. The chapter actually opens up with that group of mysterious guys in masks who have just confronted Yamamoto, and it looks like they're getting ready to throw down with him. They're commenting on the fact that it was so easy to sneak in and that the security itself was so lax. But that's when we get this really badass panel of Yamamoto, and he's like, hey, I am the security. And this is just awesome, because he's always just been a super badass character. After that, we cut away to the battle that is still currently going on between Ichigo and Ivan Ozgiero, and the battle just continues to impress. Really good stuff here. Ivan is using his interesting weapon, which I can only describe as a giant bow covered in cannons that shoot pure energy, or Reiatsu. Really cool looking. He basically is using Quincy abilities at the moment. Ichigo himself is even thinking, well, he does have a Quincy cross, but then again, he's also wearing a mask similar to an Arankar. What the hell's the deal with this guy? But Ivan is being the typical shonen villain, and he's egging on Ichigo, and it looks like he's tempting him to use his Bankai. And that's, of course, because he's a Quincy, he can send those abilities right back at him. And Ichigo, of course, obliges and goes right into his Bankai, and unleashes a huge attack right at him. Unfortunately, this is when Ivan takes his opportunity to use his Bankai's abilities and send him right back, and it's done so in this really cool way that I can't even describe. His weapon basically just transforms into a giant X, and it just shoots the attack back, and it's really cool looking. That's the only way I can describe the way it looks. It'll probably make a little more sense later on, but it looks really awesome. Luckily, this is not the end of the battle for Ichigo. Ichigo takes advantage of this, and he gets ready to use a Getsuga Tensho, his signature technique. The attack actually manages to get to Ivan, and it's really cool, it's really epic, everything is drawn really well here, great action scene between the two. After the short battle between Ivan and Ichigo, we go back to Yamamoto, who is dealing with these mysterious new characters. And we can see that Sasakibe has actually been attacked and impaled with what appears to be a giant arrow with a cross at the end of it, or it could be a giant spear. I don't know. All I know is it's huge, it's ridiculous, and it seems a little overkill, but it is pretty awesome. Yamamoto is clearly very worried and angered by this, but this is when the masked characters lay something heavy on us. They declare that Soul Society will be destroyed in 5 days by the Vandenreich. Is this the name of our new villains? Is it their official name of their organization? Or is it what they really are? We don't know, because that's when the chapter comes to a close. So this was an awesome chapter for me. As a Bleach fan, this gave me everything that I could possibly want from the chapter, which is good artwork, really good action, and movement of the story, and in a way that makes me want to keep reading, especially with the declaration that we now have an official name for these new villains in their organization, the Vandenreich. And I'm not sure what this is about, and the name of the chapter is something in German, and Vandenreich sounds German to me, and I'm not sure what this means, and I'm interested to see how that's going to play, because I like how Kubo does that with some of his villains, like he did with the Arankar. You know, they had kind of a Spanish theme going on for them, so I can't wait to see what he's going to do with these brand new characters, and you gotta admit, they're pretty freaking bold for just walking in and not even being afraid of Yamamoto at all, and then just saying outright that, hey, we're going to destroy Soul Society, so screw you. Obviously, the action between Ivan and Ichigo was very good to me. I like seeing Ivan's abilities, because before we only got a small look at his weapon, but we can see here that it is very Quincy-like. It's weird, like I said, it looks like a giant bow with these like beam cannons all lined along it, and they shoot Reiatsu and stuff at everything, and it's awesome. And Ichigo using his Getsuga Tensho to break through everything, that's kind of stereotypical, we've seen that before. The move where they're like, oh, you're never going to be able to beat me, and then they throw out the move, and they're like, what? Impossible! That should never work, but still, it was exciting, it was cool. But obviously, the highlight of this chapter is figuring out who the Vandenreich really are. I cannot wait to see who these villains are, and they get me really excited for this final arc. I can't wait to see what's going to come from this, because it seems like big shit's about to go down. So, in all honesty, I loved this chapter. I've been sort of gushing over it. I think it was just a really fantastic chapter. Good action, good artwork, good story. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. This arc is impressing me. I'm really enjoying it. And Kubo keeps, messing with me, He keeps throwing out hints to who these guys might actually be. And then he just pulls the carpet out from under our feet, and he's like, that's not exactly what's going on. And I like that. It's a credit to his writing style, and of course his artwork is just as good as ever. So if this is the route that Bleach is going, then I'm excited. If the only thing I'm sad about is that there's a possibility this may never be animated because the anime is ending. But still, I get to read it, and that's good enough for me because the artwork and the characters and the action is all great the way it is. So what did you guys think of this chapter, and what did you think about the Vandenreich? Are they going to be the final villains of the series, or are they simply a ruse by Kubo? You can let me know with your comments below. And if you want to just let me know what you thought about the chapter, please leave your comments there as well. I'd love to know what you guys thought about this chapter. And remember guys, if you like this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. It's great motivation for me so I can make more incredible Bleach videos for you. That concludes my review today, guys. SuperKamiGuru9000, out.